What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Continuing my stepping in downtown Detroit. 10,000. That's the goal, as always, every day. But let's talk about money buying happiness. There's this thing that I think it's a cope, honestly. People saying, oh, money can't buy happiness. They want to believe so badly that there's these rich people out there. They're not even rich, just wealthy people, just well off, that the money that they work to acquire to make their lives easier is somehow just making them so miserable. They're sitting somewhere looking at their bank statement, just boo-hooing their eyes out because they're just so unhappy that they're not struggling. That's a cope, man. Do not believe that stuff. I can tell you from hands-on experience, I've made a lot of money and I've been dead broke. And making a lot of money is a lot more fun. Does it solve all your problems? No. If different things happen, they're still gonna hurt. If you lose a loved one, it's gonna hurt. If you get punched in the face, it's still gonna hurt. So there's nothing about just having a sack of cash that's gonna, fix everything for you. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like having, not even just being rich, man, just being comfortable. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like that don't make life better. It does. It's cool to be able to go to the mall and just buy what you want, and you're not really worried about the total. It's fun to be able to go in Macy's and go to the polo section, true story, and just shop, getting what you want, and not really worrying about what the total is gonna be. Like that's not even a flex in my opinion. That's just being in a position to where money or lack thereof isn't so impactful on your day-to-day, life. You got people that, and I used to be this way too. They go into a restaurant. They go to a restaurant. They're looking at the menu. They're looking at the prices of everything. The price of the items on the menu is going to determine what they eat. I used to be this way, and I know some of y'all are still this way, so you can relate to it. We both can relate to this. You go into a restaurant, you're looking at the menu, you see something, it looks good, and then you immediately glance over to see how much it is. And if it's a little too much, in your opinion, you're like, I really can't mess with that. Then you continue on looking, glancing at something else. How many times has that happened to you in your life where the price of something, just getting a meal, man, just nourishing yourself, getting a meal, the price of it determined what you were going to eat? You don't want to be that way. You want to put yourself in a position to where you're not so caught up on prices. I'm not saying that prices shouldn't be a factor. I'm just saying that when you go into the store at Macy's, you want to be in a position where the price of that shirt or those pants isn't the sole determining factor on whether you're going to get it or not, because it may be something you really like. Like, man, that's really fly. I really want that. It's too much. I can't get it. I used to get Levi's jeans. That's my preferred brand of jeans. I used to get Levi's jeans for like $59.50, something like that. I was there looking at how much they were now. When they're not on sale, they are $79.50 now. This is something that I like getting, and I don't want price to determine whether I get those Levi's or whether I have to leave and go to another store and look for something cheaper, if there's even a cheaper option. So don't listen to these people talking about, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. Being broke doesn't make you happy either. So the money doesn't buy happiness thing is very flawed logic and reasoning, because I can't think of a time where I was really happy when I was flat broke, when I was down like that, when I couldn't afford anything. I remember this one time. This was years and years ago. This was like year 2000, 2001, something like that. Man, I was damn near penniless. In fact, I was penniless. I had some cat. I couldn't even afford to feed her. She came on top of the bed, you know, rubbing up on me. She's hungry. She's rubbing my arm, you know, rubbing her head on my arm, rubbing her head on my shoulder. And I'm there hungry. I grabbed some bottles and cans because here in Michigan, they turn in for 10 cents each. I grabbed, I think, like maybe a couple bucks worth. And so I went to the store. The store was just across the street. I turned them in. And with the money from them, I got 2 quarter bags of Doritos and like a Faygo Moon Mist. You know, Faygo's a local pop brand. Moon Mist is their Mountain Dew, you know, equivalent. So I go back to my house. I'm sitting on my bed. I'm eating my 2 quarter bags of Doritos. Well, I got one of them open. She comes up there, and I kid you not, man, this is one of them things I'll never forget. She comes up onto the bed and she's just looking at me. I take one of the chips out of the bag because I'm just curious if she really wants one. I sit it on the bed. She starts eating it. You know, that like blew me away. I did not expect her to eat a Dorito. So she ate that, then she looks at me and I give her one more. So I was dead broke, man. I'm to the point I can't even take care of my pet. I can't take care of myself. I can't even take care of my pet, who looks to me for everything, who looks to me for care. And I just felt ridiculous. I was not happy in that moment, man. I'm dead ass broke. So that's why I said this whole thing of money doesn't buy happiness. Look, man, that wasn't no happy time. This story that I'm telling y'all, that wasn't no happy time. I couldn't afford something to eat for myself or for my pet. I split chips with my pet because I was hungry and she was hungry too. So get out here and get you some money. Don't let these people and their silly ideas influence you to not hustle harder, to not grind as hard as you can. Don't let these people and their desire to fail and see you fail along with them convince you that you shouldn't be out getting a bag. Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, if there was ever a quote that I've heard in my life, it's money doesn't buy happiness. Because I was down bad and those were not happy times. I have no gleeful memories of when I was just flat broke. But when I started getting a hold of a few dollars, I've got plenty of memories from having a good time and being happy because I was able to do for myself and do things for people around me that I cared about. So they could miss me with that money don't buy happiness stuff, because money does a lot. It's not a fix-all for everything, but damn does it fix most things that you're gonna face while you out there doing what you gotta do for yourself and people around you. Many problems can be fixed just by simply throwing money at it. So I'm gonna leave it there. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. I'm gonna continue these steps. Thumbs up this video, leave me them comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll let y'all soon. Peace.